Okay, good evening class. So today we are have to discuss about progressions. So arithmetic progression, geometric progression, harmonic progression. So all the type of progressions will be solving questions on that. So hope you all had a class with Arun sir on this. So I've already sent the last six classes what I had taken. I've sent you the questions and answer sheet. Hope everybody has received it. If you have not received it, please contact Mindworks team so they'll be able to send you all the details. All the lectures are on YouTube, so you can access from there as well. So let me start today with the questions. So I have prepared some around 19 questions today, but we won't be able to, I don't think, we don't have that much time to solve all those questions. So we'll try to solve as much as we can. So basically arithmetic, geometric or harmonic, these progression questions are not a very favorite topic of CAT or for that matter any of the competitive examinations. So these questions actually comes along with combined with the number system questions, so they'll be a part of a question or something. So it was good old days when they used to come as an independent question, but still for other than CAT examination there are a lot of examinations on which like IIFT or NMAT or SNAP whatever you might be appearing for this season. So these will be handy questions. These are, and this is one of the easiest topic, so you can easily prepare and get all the sitters in that. So it's an easy way to score a lot of marks in all the examinations. So let me start with questions. So we'll start the same way as you know. We'll follow first three questions. I'll give you 5 minutes to solve these questions. So easy question, so I won't give you more than this time. I won't give you more than 5 minutes this time. So try to solve these questions. Hope everybody has received this question sheet. So if you have not received it, you can see it from my screen. Or if that is the problem, let me try to copy and paste it into the chat window. Okay, I've pasted in the chat window as well, so you can take it from there as well. So let us solve these three questions in next 5 minutes. So 10:05 it is. So 10:10 will be reviewing these questions. Try to solve all the questions, and as I've always been repeating, whenever you solve a question, write your answer in the chat window, so that I can get an idea that you're solving along with me. These questions I'll solve along with you. So I don't have answers to these questions, so I'll solve along with you. Okay, so time is up. Low. I'll solve these questions. So question number 3, some people have written answer as 4, so 4 is the right answer. So both 1 and 2. So I might have wrongly said that, okay, option is not 4. So I was looking at something else. So I was looking at number 4. So both option 1 and 2, that is the right answer. So those who have solved is good. So moving on to question number 1. Question number 1 is asking what is the sum of all 3-digit number that leaves a remainder of 2 when divided by 3. So meanwhile we were doing this, I was doing this. So you know what is the sum of our AP? Sum of our AP is what? N by 2 into A plus L, where A is the first number, L is the last number of the series. So what it's saying is it leaves a remainder of 2 when divided by 3. So the smallest 3-digit number that leaves a remainder of 2 when divided by 3 will be 1 or 1. Similarly, plus 3. So the common difference here is 3. And the last number, 3-digit number, will be 998. So what we have to find is simply the sum of 100, 104, 198. So sum will be what? A plus L into N by 2. So A is here 101, L is the last number 998 into N by 2. N we don't know how many. So how we can find out N? Because this is the AP and the last number is 998, 101 is the first digit. So the number N will be the number of these numbers will be found out how? 998 is equal to 101 plus N minus 1 into 3. So what, through solving this equation we'll find out N is equal to 300. Put this value of 300 back into this equation. What you get? S is equal to 164850. Anybody has a problem with this? Wants me to explain it once again? It's a simple sitter question, so you can. Anybody has an issue? Okay, I believe everybody is fine with this. Okay, then moving on to question number 2. Question number 2 is what is the sum of all positive integers up to 1000 which are divisible by 5 and not divisible by 2. Okay, so the number of the numbers that are divisible by 5 will be what? 5, 10, 15, all the multiples of 5 till 1000. And now it is saying which are not divisible by 2. So out of these numbers, out of these numbers, which will not be divisible by 2? These numbers. So every second number will be divisible by 2. So we have to remove that. Okay, we removed this from this. So what we got, the series 5, 15, 25 till 995. Now we have to find the sum of this series 5, 15, 25. So common difference here is what? Common difference here is 10. First digit is 5, last is 995, common difference is 10. We have to find out the sum. So how we find out the sum? 995 is the yes, Kshitij, we are not including 1000. How we are including 1000? So the question is which are not divisible by 2. Okay, so 995 is the last digit. So we have to find the similar way we had found out in the first question. The value of N, the number of these numbers, will be 995 is the last digit. 5 is the first digit. So 5 plus N minus 1 into 10. So N we can find out in this way, 100. So sum will be S is equal to A plus L into N by 2. This is what it is, A plus L into N by 2. That is the sum of our AP. A is 5, last digit is 995, 100 is the total number of these numbers. So 100 by 2, so 5, this is 1000 into 50. So 50,000 will be the answer. Anybody has an issue with this? Anybody has a problem? Okay, believe everybody is clear with this. So moving on to question number 3. So question number 3, what it is asking, let me open up the question number 3. Question number 3, sum of 3-digit numbers is in AP is 21 and the product of first and third number of the sequence is 45. What is the 3-digit number? Okay, you know when we ask about 3-digit number, how we have to assume the 3 digits number? A minus D, A plus D. Now it is saying the sum of this. Sum will be what? 3A. 3A is equal to what? 21, which implies what? A is equal to 7. Now first and the last digit, the multiplication. So A plus D into A minus D is equal to what? 45. So A square minus D square is equal to what? 45, or 49 minus D square is equal to 45, which implies D is equal to plus minus 2. If D is equal to 2, then the numbers will become what? A minus D will become 5, A is 7, and A plus D will be 9. And if D is equal to minus 2, the numbers will become the reverse of it. So the numbers will become 9, 7 and 5. So we have two options, 975, 597. So first, if you see 597, 579 and 975. So both are correct. So we'll go ahead and mark option number 4. Anybody has an issue with this? Everybody is clear with this? Okay. So one way to solve question number 3 is also, some of the students were actually telling the same thing. You can see the options and see it whether it is happening or not. So if it is satisfying all the conditions, then also it's well and good. But the problem is in the questions like these, you can in a hurry mark option number 1 or option number 2 depending on the way how you have actually calculated. So it's better that you frame the equations and solve it. It will take some time, but you will be sure that you are getting the full marks of the questions. Okay, moving ahead. Question number okay. Question number 4, 5 and 6. Let's solve these questions in next 5 minutes. I believe some people have not still received the. So I'm pasting it again in the chat window. So I believe now you can. So okay, for all those people who have joined late, so I'll send you the PDF with all the questions and the answers, so don't need to worry. So whatever is the questions right now, try solving those questions along with me. Okay, so moving ahead, question number 4. Question number 4 says a piece of equipment of a certain factory is 600,000. If it depreciates in value 15% for the first year, 13.5% for next year, 12% next year, so and so on. So basically we are seeing a pattern here. So it's a AP here. What will be its value at the end of 10 years? All percentages applying to the original cost. Okay. So first year it is 15, then 13.5, then 12. So till 10 years. It's a AP with common difference of what? Minus 1.5. So after 10 years, what will be the value? N is equal to A plus N minus 1, 9 into minus 1.5. So it will be 15 minus 13.5 will be 1.5. So you have to find out the sum from 15 till 1.5. So sum will be what? 5 into 15 plus 1.5. So it will be what? 82.5. Okay. Now it's 82.5. So what is left if if a if a machine has already depreciated 82.5 percentage? So what is left? It is left with 17.5 percentages. So 17.5% of 6 lakh. So find out what is the value. So it will come out to be 1,105,000. See, let me explain once again. So what is happening is, so for every year the machine's cost is getting depreciated. So first year it is getting depreciated by 15%, next year 13.5, 12. So it is depreciating for next 10 years. So it is what? This is forming what? A AP, where common difference is what? Minus 1.5. So after 10 years, how much will be the depreciation? Means what will be the last depreciating? Last depreciation, what will be it? How much percentage it will be depreciated? So n is equal to a plus n minus 1, that is after 10 years. So 10 minus 1, 9 into common difference minus 1.5. So last at the 10th year the depreciation will be 1.5%. So total depreciation in cost will be what? 15 plus 13.5 plus 12 plus till 1.5. So total depreciation will be n by 2, 10 by 2, 5 into A is 15 and L means last is 1.5. So 16.5 into 5, 82.5. So total depreciation is 82.5. So what is the value left? Is 17.5 percentage of the total cost. Total cost is 6 lakh. So 17.5% of 6 lakh is 1,05,000. So we'll go ahead and mark option 1,05,000. Everybody is clear with this? Okay. Anybody has a problem still? Devanshu, in fact. Devansh, you got it now? Okay, okay. It's a basic question, so okay. Let me move ahead to next question. Next question is, sum of first, third and ninth term of a AP is 8. Find the sum of first 11 terms of the progression. Okay. So it is saying sum of third and ninth term of a AP is 8. So third and ninth term. So just a minute. Okay. So third term will be what? A plus 2D, and ninth term will be what? A plus 8D. So sum will be what? 2A plus 10D, which is equal to what? 8. This is given. Okay. T3 and T9. Okay. That means A plus 5D is equal to 4. Okay. Now sum of first 11 terms. Sum of first 11 term will be what? 11 by 2, 2A plus 2A plus 10D. Okay. This value you can take from here So it will be what? 11 by 2 into 8 or 44. So we'll go ahead and mark option number 1, 44. Everybody is clear with this? Anybody has a problem? Raise it. Okay, I believe everybody is clear. So moving on to next question. Okay, let me explain once again. Some people have raised. So third term will be what? A plus 2D. Okay. So in a AP, in a AP, in a AP, if A is the first term, then next term will be A plus D, where D is the common difference. Third term will be what? A plus 2D. So similarly, ninth term will be what? A plus 8D. So ninth term and third term, sum of that is given it to be 8. So A plus 2D plus A plus 8D. So 2A plus 10D is given it to be 8. Okay. Now we have to find sum of first 11 terms. So sum of first 11 terms will be what? 11 by 2 into 2A plus n minus 1D, means n minus 1 means 11 minus 1, 10, 10D. 2A plus 10D, this value we already know from this equation. So put that value 8, and 11 by 2 into 8, it will be what? 44. Everybody is clear? Still anybody has a problem? Okay. Chalo, moving on to next question. Question number 6. So it's given A is equal to 2 to the power 65. B is equal to 2 to the power 65 plus so B is equal to 2 to the power 64 plus 63 plus 6. Okay, this is what? This is a GP. Okay, where first term is 2 to the power 64 and means A is equal to 2 to the power 64 and R is equal to 1 by 2. R is equal to 1 by 2. So keeping that in mind, we'll find out what is the value of B. B is what? B value will be what? Sum of a GP is A r to the power n minus 1 into upon r minus 1. So put these values. A is 2 to the power A r to the power A r to the power, r means 2 to the power minus 1 into n or in fact we can actually do it in a little different way. Why take r is equal to minus 1 by 2? We can take it a different series. We can take it from 2 to the power 0 to 2 to the power 64. So it will be what? 65 terms. That will be even better. Just a minute. Okay. I think that is there, it is creating problem. So 2 to the power 0 plus 2 to the power 1 plus till 2 to the power 64. So this is what? 65 terms. So sum will be what? A r to the power A r to the power n minus 1 upon r minus 1. So it is 2 to the power 65 minus 1. So B is equal to 2 to the power 65 minus 1. and A is equal to 2 to the power 65. So A is greater than B by A is greater than B by 1. A is greater than B by 1. Okay, everybody is clear with this? So we'll go ahead and mark option number 4, which says A is larger than B. Okay, Abhishek, let me explain once again. So A is given 2 to the power 65. B is given sum of 2 to the power 0 till 2 to the power 64. 2 to the power 0 plus 2 plus 2 square plus 2 cube till 2 to the power 64. So we'll find out the sum of these values to find out the value of B. Okay, so we are finding out the sum of this value. Sum of this value, they are what? 65 terms, because 0 to 64. How many? 65 terms. So sum will be what? A r to the power n minus 1 upon r minus 1. Here A is 2 to the power 0. R is what? R is 2. N is 65. So put all these values here and get the value. B is equal to 2 to the power 65 minus 1 and A is 2 to the power 65. So that means A is greater than B by 1. Clear, Abhishek? Everybody clear? Okay, go ahead. Let's then move on to next questions. So question number 7, 8 and 9. Again, I'll give you 5 minutes to solve these questions. Now question number 7, there's I'll show the options here itself because sixth question answer is 4. A is larger than B by 1. Okay. So question number 7, options could not be pasted on chart window, so you can see from my screen itself. So I'll give you 5 minutes. 10:45 we'll review these questions. While you guys are solving the questions, I'll go on mute and answer to your queries. So Natasha, that is why you can't hear me. Okay. Question number 8, the common ratio is R. That value R is missing, so you can use R. So it's saying second term of a GP is 100 and common ratio is R, where N is a natural number. Pn is product of N terms of GP. Okay guys, question number 8, there is a small correction. It is saying second term of a GP is 1000 and a common ratio is R and N is equal to 1 by R, where N is a natural number. So N is equal to 1 by R and common ratio is R. Okay, so keep this in mind while solving the questions. I'll give you 1 more minute to solve this question then. Okay, let me solve question number 7, 8 and 9 now. Question number 7 is a sitter question. It's written, if a rubber ball consistently bounces back 2/3 of its height when it from which it is dropped, what is the fraction of its original height will the ball bounce after being dropped and bounced 4 times without being stopped. So that means you have to find out, say it was 10, so next time it became 10 into 2 by 3, next time it will become into 2 by 3. So similarly it will go on 2 by 3. So 4 times it will be what? It will be nothing but 2 to the power 4 upon, or 2 by 3 to the power 4. This is what? 16 by 81. Everybody is clear with this? So after 4 times without being stopped, it has reduced to 16 by 81 of its original distance it has bounced. So everybody is clear with question number 7. Should I move ahead? Anybody has an issue? I'll give you 2 seconds to raise. Okay. I hope everybody is clear with this. Okay, no issues. So we'll go ahead with it is option 1. Question number 7, answer is option 1. It's option 1. A question has been asked by Ravindra, I think. Yeah, Ravindra. When the ball bounces, it loses its height. How come the same height every time? What it is saying? What fraction of, so if a rubber ball consistently bounces 2/3 of the height from which it is dropped. So the value is from which it is dropped. So what fraction of the original height will the ball bounce after being dropped and bounced 4 times? So it's the fraction of original height it is asking. Let me explain once again. First time you dropped the ball, it bounced back this much time. Next time it became this. Next time this. Next time this. Fourth time this. So what it is asking is, what is this value? In fact, not this value, this value, this value. What is this value? This is the question. Ravindra, you are okay with this? Ravindra? Okay. So what is the problem here? Okay, let me explain once again this question. So though it's a very basic question, but I think sometimes it creates problem for. See, there's a ball that has been dropped once. So it bounced back, it reached 2/3 of the height. Say the height was x. Okay. Now it has been again dropped. Now the original height is 2 by 3x. 2 by 3x, it has been dropped and it reverted back into 2 by 3 into 2 by 3 into x. Okay. Now what is the height? This is the height. Now it has again dropped and it went back to 2 by 3. So 2 by 3 into 2 by 3 into 2 by 3 into x. So originally it was x height. It went back. Now it has been again dropped and it is, so it will be 2 by 3 to the power 4 into x. Got it? Okay, great. So let me go to next question. Question number 8. The second term of a GP is 1000 and a common ratio is R. Here R is missing. Where n is 1 by R. 1 by R is missing. Is a natural number. Pn is the product of n terms of a GP where P6 is greater than P5 and P6 is greater than P7else. So what is the sum of all possible values of n, it is asking. Okay. Let us go to the, so few things. It is saying P6 is greater than P5. Also P6 is greater than P7. So P6 will be what? P5 into what? T6. Okay. And P7 will be what? P6 into T7. Okay. Now P6 is greater than P5. If this is the case, what it will imply? This will imply that T6 is greater than 1. Okay, T6 and T7 are the term 6 and term 7. So Pn is the product of n terms of a GP. So P6 will be product of 6 terms of GP. So 6 terms of GP will be what? Product of 5 terms of GP into 6th term. So product of 7 terms of GP will be what? Product of 6 terms into 7th term. Okay. Clear, everybody? Okay. And if this is the case, now it is saying P6 is greater than P7, which will imply what? T7 is less than 1. Okay. And what it is written? T2 is given 1000. T2 is given 1000, which implies T6 will be what? T2 into R to the power 4. Okay. Where it will be 1000 R to the power 4. T2 is the second term. Second term is given 1000. So T6 will be what? Second term into common ratio to the power 4. Nth term in a GP is AR to the power n minus 1. So if P6 is equal, if P6 is greater than P5, that means what? That means T6 has to be greater than 1. Then only P6 can be greater than P5. See this equation and this equation. These two equations, see. If P6 is equal to P5 into T6, that means, and P6 is greater than P5, so this is greater than P5, so this value has to be greater than 1. Then only this is possible. Everybody is clear with this? Anybody has a problem? Okay, let me explain from right from the beginning. This is a little good question. Now see, there is Pn which is product of n terms. In fact, let me do it on a clear page. What it has been given that Pn is product of first n terms of a GP. N terms of GP will be what? T1 into T2 till Tn. So Pn is T is what? T is term of a first term. T1 is first term of GP. Okay. Now what will be P6? P6 will be what? P5 means first 5 terms into term 6. And P7 will be what? First 6 terms into term 7. Everybody is clear with this much till now? Okay. Now there are two conditions that has been given. P6 is greater than P5. Okay. Now combine these two equations. P6 is greater than P5. If P6 has to be greater than P5, then this value has to be greater than 1. Then only this is possible. Okay. So P6 has to be greater than P5. So this can be possible only when this term T6 has to be greater than 1. How? See. 5 is equal to 4 into x. Say. Okay. So x has to be greater than 1 because 5 is greater than 4. So x has to be greater than 1. Then only this is possible. This is a positive GP. What else can be? What is the problem anybody is having wrong? If it is a positive term of a GP, if a positive series of a GP, then if the sixth term is greater than the the product of first 6 term is greater than the product of first 5 terms, this can be possible only when what? When the sixth term is greater than 1. Then only product of sixth term, first 6 terms will be greater than the product of first 5 terms. Okay, everybody is clear till now? Okay, Sagar, thank you. So T6 is greater than 1. We got one thing. T6 is greater than 1. Now the second equation is P7 is equal to P6 into T7, and P7 is less than P6. So what it will imply? It will imply that T7 has to be less than 1. Everybody is clear? T6 is greater than 1 and T7 is less than 1. Now it is given T2 is 1000. So T6 will be what? T6 will be T2 into R to the power 4, which will be 1000 R to the power 4. T7 will be what? T2 into R to the power 5, which will be 1000 R to the power 5. Now it is saying T6 is greater than 1. That means what? 1000 R to the power 4 is greater than 1. Okay. And the second equation, 1000 r to the power 5 is less than 1. Okay, everybody is clear till now? Everybody is with me? Okay, now this equation can be written as what? It can be written as 1 by r to the power 4 is less than less than 1000, and this can be written as 1 upon r to the power 5 is greater than 1000. Okay, everybody is clear with this? Okay, till now everybody is clear. Now 1 by r has been given what? Is equal to n, that was given in the equation. So it becomes what? N to the power 4 is less than 1000, and this becomes what? N to the power 5 is greater than 1000. Everybody is clear till now? Anybody has a problem till now? This has been 1 by r, that was the missing piece in the question itself, that 1 by r is equal to n. So I told you during the 5 minutes back also, 5-10 minutes back also, that was the missing piece in the question itself. So 1 by r is n. Okay, so we have been written that we have written T6 is greater than 1, that means 1000 r to the power 4 is greater than 1. That means you put this r here, so it becomes 1 by r to the power 4, which will becomes less than 1000. Now 1 by r is n, so replace that here. So n by 4, n to the power 4 is less than 1000, and here 1 by r to the power 5 is greater than 1000, that means n to the power 5 is greater than 1000. So now you have two equations, n to the power 4 is less than 1000 and n to the power 5 is greater than 1000. So find out how many values it will satisfy. So this will satisfy how many values? This will satisfy 6 values. This will satisfy how many? See that, okay, this equation you move it here, so it will become what? N has to be greater than less than 6. Okay, and this means what? N has to be greater than or equal to 4. Now combine these two equations. Everybody is with me? N to the power 4 is less than 1000, n to the power 5 is greater than 1000. So n to the power 4 is less than 1000, that means n has to be less than, okay. 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 So we have been reduced to these two equations. N to the power 4 is greater than less than 1000, and n to the power 5 is greater than 1000. So this means what? N is less than 6. This means what? N is greater than or equal to 4. Okay, now combine these two equations. What you will get? N is equal to 5 or 4. Okay, sum these values. 4 plus 5, which is equal to 9. So we'll go ahead and mark option number B, 9. Everybody is clear now? if n is a natural number and n to the power 5, n to the power 4 has to be less than 1000, then what will be the value of n? N has to be less than 6. If n is more than 6, n is even 6. So 6 to the power 4 means what? 36 into 36. That means 1296. That becomes more than 1000. So n has to be less than 6. Similarly, if n to the power 5 is greater than 1000, that means what? N has to be greater than 4. If n is less than 4, that means n is 3. So n is 3 means 3 to the power 5 is what? 81 into 3, 243. Okay? Everybody got it? Yes. Okay. Let me move ahead then. Okay. So Natasha, we have got two numbers. If you combine both of the things, n by n to the power 4 is less than 1000 and n to the power 5 is greater than 1000. So n will have two values, 4 or 5, because n has to be greater than or equal to 4. So it can take values what? 5, 6, everything. 4, 5, 6, everything. And n is less than 6, it can take value what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So combine these two. So what you will get? N can take values what? 4 and 5. So 4 plus 5 is 9. Everybody clear? Okay, Natasha, thanks a lot. So let me go to the question sheet. So sum of first 12 terms of a GP is equal to sum of first 14 terms of a GP. Sum of first 17 terms is 92. Then what is the sum? What is the third term of a GP? It's a very sitter question if you see it clearly. So it is saying what? It is saying sum, just a minute, sum of 12 terms is equal to sum of 14 terms, which is equal to what? Sum of 12 terms plus term 13 plus term 14. Okay. So that means what? Term 13 plus term 14 is equal to 0, or term 13 is equal to minus term 14, or which implies what? R is equal to minus 1, because it's a GP. It's a GP, so R has to be minus 1. Okay. So basically the GP is something like A minus A, then minus A, that is going on. Okay. So if sum is for even number, then sum of the GP will be what? 0. And if sum of is odd number, sum of an odd number, it will be what? A. Okay. Everybody is clear with this? Anybody has a problem? Everybody is clear till now? It is given sum of 12 numbers is equal to sum of 14. So sum of 12 is equal to sum of 14 is what? Sum of 12 plus term 13 plus term 14. Term 13 plus term 14 has to be 0, because sum of 12 you can cut from both the sides. How can R be equal to 1? Just a minute. Let me explain once again. Sum of 12 terms is equal to sum of 14 terms. So sum of 14 terms is what? Sum of 12 terms plus term 13 plus term 14. So term 13 plus term 14 is what? Value will become 0. So term 13 is equal to minus term 14. Okay. Now it's a GP. It's a GP. So term 13 will be what? Basically, it will be, just a minute. So term 13 will be what? AR to the power 12, and term 14 will be what? AR to the power 13. Now it is written that term 13 is equal to minus term 14. So AR to the power 12 is equal to AR to the power 13, here minus term. So R becomes what? Minus 1. Hope everybody is clear with this. How can R be equal to 1? Okay. So R become minus 1. Now R becomes minus 1. R becomes minus 1. Then what happens? If R becomes minus 1, then the GP will become what? Something like this. It will be A minus A minus A, and so on. So sum of even terms will be what? 0. And sum of odd terms will be what? A. Okay. Now it has written, the question has been asked is sum of 13 is 92, which means what? A is equal to 92. Now it is asking the third term. What will be the third term? Third term will be, what is the question? Just a minute. What is the third term in the GP? Third term will be what? A. Third term will be what? A. A means 92. We'll go ahead and mark option number. What is the option for 92? Option number A. We'll go ahead and mark option number A, 92. Everybody is clear? Okay. Great. Okay. Moving on to questions. So let me explain question number 10 and then we'll wind up the class. So rest all you can see in my solution section, which I'll publish after this class. I'll publish all the questions with the answers so you can see there. So it is asking sum of first 25 terms in a AP is 525. Sum of next 25 terms is 725. What is the common difference? So first 25 terms is 525 and next 25 terms is 725. So sum of first 25 terms. Okay. Sum of first 25 terms will be what? 25 by 2 into 2a plus 24d. Now it is asking, it is saying sum of next 25. So sum of 26 to 50. This value has been given what? Let me see. 525. Okay. And sum of 26 to 50, it is saying to be 725. So it will be what? 25 by 2. A will be here. A plus 24d. Here in fact 25d into 2. 2a plus L. L will be what? A plus 49d. Solve these equations. What you will get? D is equal to 8 by 25. Okay, let me explain once again. Sum of a AP is n by 2 into 2a plus L in fact. Okay, a plus L. Just a minute. I think one mistake I made here. It shouldn't be 2. 2 should not be there. So So sum of first 25 terms will be 25 by 2 into a plus 24d. Okay. Now we have to find sum of 26 to 50. Acha, this has been given as 525. Now 26 to 50. So term 26 will be what? A plus 25d, and term 50 will be what? A plus 49d. So it will be what? N by 2 into A plus L means T26 plus T50, which is equal to 725. This will turn to be 25 by 2 into A plus 74D, which has been given as 725. So solve these two equations. Solve this equation and this equation and get the value. You'll get a value as D as you'll get the value D as 8 by 25. Everybody is clear or still has a problem with this question? If anybody has a problem, I can explain once again. Everybody clear? Okay, Devansh, everybody. Okay guys, on this note, I'll close the class today. So hope you enjoyed this class. So till question number 10 we have done. So you have 9 more questions to practice. Practice it, then see the answers. Already you will get all the answers. So question number 17 people want. It's a very basic question. X, Y, Z are in GP, then log X, log Y and log Z will be in what? Okay. Let me explain. I won't take. X, Y, Z are in GP. So it's Y, it's YR, it will be Y by R. So log Y by R, log Y and log Y to the power R. Okay. So log Y by R plus log Y to the power R is equal to what? Log Y by log R plus R log Y. Okay, which is equal to just a minute. I think Just a minute. Okay, so this can be written as what? This can be written as log y minus log r plus log y plus, it's not y to the power, it's yr, sorry, that what I think. Okay, let me explain once again. I think I got confused here. Log, let me erase all the drawing. Okay, so x, y, z, so it's y, it's yr, it's y by r. So log x is equal to log y minus log r, log y is equal to log y, and log z is equal to log y plus log r. Now you can see from here you can see 2 log y is equal to log x plus log z, which implies these are in AP. Okay, got everybody? Okay. Okay guys, then I'll close the class today. I'll share the answer sheet with everybody. Thanks everybody. Sagar, Dega Madi, I think you have missed the class, so I've already told how to find out the squares of numbers from 1 till 100. So read all my, listen to other lectures of mine so you can get out all the how to find out the squares of the numbers. Okay, thanks a lot everybody. Good night.